All right, hey everyone. Today we're going to answer the question, how to choose the right liquid supplement manufacturing partner. If you're a brand owner or a supply chain leader, you already know that liquids are growing right now, especially in the supplement space. Customers are asking for tinctures, wellness shots, liposomal blends, and liquid vitamins. Competitors are launching sharp-looking SKUs, and every industry report points to liquid growth. Customers are getting so pill and powder fatigue, they want something new, a new experience. So why do so many brands hesitate when it comes to launching a liquid supplement? Well, the reality is that they are just so much harder to manufacture and produce than powders or capsules. And if you get it wrong, it's incredibly expensive. So today, let's talk about what actually matters. Okay, first let's cover why liquids are worth it. Yes, liquids, they do require more R&D. They have a lot higher minimum order quantities, and the flavor and the stability are a lot more complex when it comes to development. But the upside is big. Liquids win on speed and perceived absorption by consumers, convenience, premium positioning, brand differentiation. Consumers can often feel the effects from liquids faster because the active ingredients are already dissolved. And even if that's just consumer perception, we all know that perception is reality for so many consumers. And not to mention that psychologically, a 2-ounce wellness shot just feels more potent to a consumer than taking 2 capsules. Not to mention the convenience and portability factor. From a branding standpoint, liquids feel very experiential. They often open doors to categories your competitors may avoid because they're just intimidated by that complexity. But that complexity is your opportunity if you select the right manufacturing partner. All right, but before you get started, we need to understand the format first. When you talk to a manufacturer, you really need to know, are they dabbling in producing liquid supplements or are they devoted experts to this category? So here are the main different formats for liquid supplements. First, you have tinctures and droppers. Small droppers, often alcohol or glycerin based. Alcohol and glycerin systems are often naturally self-preserving, which really simplifies the shelf life of those products. Next, we have wellness shots. You think of like a 1 to 3 ounce, like an energy shot. Nowadays, we're seeing a lot of trends where people are putting creatine or other active ingredients in those shots, ACV shots, things like that. You think of like they're water-based, flavored, sweetened immune shots, apple cider vinegar shots, pre-workout shots. These require careful preservation systems, but they really are on trend because people love the convenience factor. Next, we have liquid vitamins and syrups. They're multi-serving bottles. It offers a low cost per serving, oftentimes better margins for you as a brand, but they are heavier to ship, but they're great for daily family use. I see moms really love liquid vitamins. You think of what Mary Ruth's Organics really done to shape that category. Next, we have liposomal and advanced liquids. Encapsulated actives in liposomes or nanoemulsions. They have higher bioavailability and significantly higher manufacturing complexity to produce those, but they have a great story with them. If your manufacturer runs mostly capsules and they also do liquids, I'd be really cautious. Liquids require dedicated systems, research and development, and quality experience to do them well. Next, let's go into how liquid manufacturing actually works. So a strong liquid manufacturer, they're gonna walk you through a structured process. First, you have formula, feasibility and stability review. Ingredients have to be evaluated for pH sensitivity, heat tolerance, light exposure, oxidation risk, and preservation compatibility. Next, they have to go through lab batches and flavor development. Taste matters more than founders think. Bitter minerals, metallic amino acids, and herbal extracts require intentional flavor systems. And the reality is that flavor degradation is an even bigger concern with liquids than powders. Number 3, we have PET, or preservative efficacy testing and stability testing. The requirements for liquids are so much higher than standard powder or pill supplements. There's just higher water activity, and that increases the overall risk, and you have to be working with a manufacturer who's not going to take shortcuts on that process. Then they're going to go through number 4, which is full-scale production. They need to be able to ensure that they can take that benchtop sample and scale it to commercialization with controlled batching, mixing, homogenization, filling, and or packaging. And last but not least, number 5, quality control and release. The same as any supplement, you want to make sure that they have a robust active ingredient testing program, microbial testing, and C of A's for every single batch. If a manufacturer skips steps or rushes straight to production, that's not efficiency, that's a risk they are putting on you as the brand. All right, so here's where I've seen brands get burned. Here's what I've seen go wrong through this developmental process. The reality is that a lot of ingredients, they die in water. Some actives degrade in liquid environments. There's heat, there's oxidation, and pH shifts that can really cause a breakdown with those active ingredients. And experienced liquid manufacturers, they're gonna compensate with ensuring that they have the proper pH levels for the product, that there's gonna be overages when appropriate for certain active ingredients, that the preservation systems are designed for shelf life, and even adding things like nitrogen gas purging to the packaging to ensure that there's less oxidation risk and a longer shelf life. And the reality is that without that discipline, your product may pass testing at month 1 right after it's produced, but it might fail at month 6. And every formula is different, and you need a manufacturer who's going to provide you with what you actually need. All right, next we're gonna cover flavor mistakes. You think of like adaptogens, minerals, amino acids, vitamins. They can taste pretty terrible, especially in a liquid format. That's why oftentimes they're in a pill, so you don't have to worry about the flavor component. But strong research and development teams isolate off notes, and they build flavor systems around those ingredients. If your product works great, but it tastes is anything but a great experience, it's going to diminish repeat customers and lifetime value. The next mistake I see often is overcomplicated formulas. 15 active ingredients looks really impressive on paper, but in liquid form, they can create a stability nightmare. In most cases, simpler formulas win. It's a cleaner story, it's better shelf life, and there's fewer processing headaches. So that's just something you need to consider. Next, you want to make sure that your manufacturer has a strong foundation of compliance. Your liquid partner they have to operate under CGMP, good manufacturing practices. They have to be an FDA registered facility, and you really should work with a manufacturer that has NSF or UL third-party certifications on their facilities. Okay, so here's my take as the owner and a founder of a supplement manufacturing business. Liquid supplements, they're not just another format, they really are a strategic move for your brand to differentiate yourself. Done right, they can become your hero SKU, your hero product, the product that customers talk about, they post about, and they reorder all the time. But done wrong, they can become an expensive headache that fails stability tests or just tastes terrible. If you're serious about launching liquids, you have to be ruthless about formula simplicity. You need to choose a manufacturer already running liquid supplements at scale. You need to prioritize stability and flavor from the start. Plan for scale from day one, and you really need to approach this like a long-term strategy, not just a little experiment. And if you want a partner that understands the operational realities behind liquid supplements, I'd like you guys to go ahead and visit us online at stewartnutrition.com, and let's build something that actually lasts on the shelf and in your customer's routine. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next video.